One experiment from this. The first 5 and 6 will be focal length. A concave, mirror, and B convex mirror lens. ठीक है, both are giving real and inverted image. That's their characteristics. That's why we are using them. Now my question, first question, which again I asked in the Viva, and so many could not answer. Why do we use this law method? Why not just the rough focal length? Remember, I asked lots of you. Why are we not relying on the rough focal length as we find it? Why do we have to go through such an extensive method of finding the focal length? The name only says na rough focal length. So means the accuracy is less. Accuracy is always very high when you take number of readings and plot a graph. Okay, that is why such a long method is required. Now, what is the least count of the optical bench? 0.1 centimeter. That's the least count of the optical bench. Then the table. What is the table like? Serial number, how many readings? 7. And how many do you take actually? 4. So, first reading is rough focal length. Second reading is at C for concave mirror, 2F for convex lens, right? And once you get that reading, that's the starting reading for you. After that, you take 3 readings by moving the object either forward by 2 centimeter or backward by 2 centimeter. Okay, and then rotate the readings. So the 3 readings which you have taken, rotate. Clear to everybody? So that's why you will get a 7 reading here. So this will be lens or mirror position. And then object needle, image needle, then object distance and image distance. Right? Units, centimeter. Okay. Better is to write this as, let's say, L, O and I. Object distance will be L minus O, depends on how you are keeping the object. So, and you will write it as U. Whether it is concave mirror or convex lens. What are you going to write over here? With sign? Minus. That is missing out in some people's table. Mandatory. Minus. And this is V in case of convex lens and minus V in case of concave mirror. Right? So 7 readings that I have already told you, you will take, and then what will you do? Plot a graph. For convex lens, in which quadrant? Second quadrant. And why? Because object distance is plotted on the x-axis, which is negative. Image distance is plotted on the y-axis and it is positive. So second quadrant. For what the concave mirror? Third quadrant, because both U and V are negative. Okay? Plot the graph carefully. Supposing this is the graph and this will be your value of U here and V here. Which value do we take? Where U is equal to V, which means equal to 2F. Right? That's why when you do U plus V by 4, you will get the value of focal length. Remember, U is 2F, V is 2F. That's why you need to divide by 4. Any graph that you plot, scale is mandatory, not 1 unit, 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter. Mention the unit there. Equal to whatever distance you are taking. Right? Don't say 1 unit is equal to 2 centimeter object distance or 1 centimeter of something. Please don't, no need to make it that complicated. Simply x-axis 1 centimeter or 2 centimeters is equal to this. Y-axis 1 centimeter, whatever is equal to this value. Okay? Scale mandatory on your graph. Without scale, the graph loses the meaning. So, okay about these? Any questions? Alright. So, the next one that you have is refractive index. That's a simple one. For prism, start with 35 and 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. The idea of taking so many readings is to plot a graph. Now again I asked a Viva question here, why do we need to take so many readings? With one reading also you can get the refractive index, remember? And again nobody could answer. Because the point of minimum deviation is only one for a particular material. It's unique. That's why you need to locate that. That's why you do sin A plus delta M by 2 upon sin A by 2. Otherwise sin I by sin R is equal to refractive index. Isn't it easy? But can we rely on your senses to be sure about the result? No. Nobody is. Even if I do it, I may think I'm the best, and I also do it, I can also make an error in looking at the pins. Okay, so that is why it's important to plot a graph. What kind of graph do you get? X-axis I and here delta. This is the graph. So this point of minimum deviation is unique for each prism, and that's the reason the accuracy of the value of the refractive index NGA will be sin A plus delta M by 2 divided by sin A delta is quite high. Okay, clear? Again graph, when you are plotting, don't take the scale too small or too big. अजीब सा ग्राफ नहीं बना के लाना, अच्छा ग्राफ चाहिए. Just use half a sheet in case you wish to, otherwise use full sheet. It's all right. We are giving you all the stationery. CBSE is giving the stationery, and you have paid for it. So there's nothing wrong in using it. Okay, plot the graph neatly with the pencil. No plotting with the pen, and attach it. And how you have to attach the graph, I'll just give you a reminder of that also. And the value of minimum deviation will be somewhere between 35 and 40. So बहुत ज़्यादा इधर उधर नहीं गायब होना चाहिए. Then last is the PN junction diode. PN junction diode, you don't have anything to do anything. Circuit is already connected. Just have to take the readings quickly and plot the graph. On the same graph, you will plot forward bias, reverse bias. Change the scale on both the quadrants. Write down the scale of the quadrant 1 in first quadrant, quadrant 3 in the second quadrant. ठीक है? Okay, I'm done.